Good morning, everybody. Let's get it going. Monday. I was gonna play Bomb Track, but I like this song better. Libya. Look out. What I'm talking about. Thank you, Rage Against the Machine, everybody. Well, it's Monday, and once again, the world has changed over the course of the weekend. Welcome to the Manufactured Home Show, Monday, March 21st, 2011. March 21st, 2011. Let's try to articulate here. Excuse me once again while I grab my coffee because I cannot function without my coffee. Welcome to the show, everybody. Excuse me 1 second. There we go. Much, much, much better. I need this coffee for the webcast. Just about everybody knows over the weekend we bombed Libya. And it wasn't just the United States, obviously, the coalition forces, the allies, if you will, bombing Libya. And depending on your school of thought, you like that or you don't like that. I'm kind of wondering to myself how many battlefields we can keep up with at the same time. But I got to tell you, I don't think it's okay for governments to stomp out their people. Whether or not that's our business in the United States, I guess our government is under the opinion that we must help people, so that is what we do. And if that means that we have to bomb nations, then that's how it goes. So anyway, if you're Muammar Gaddafi, you better look out because it looks like the coalition's coming to get you. They're going to bomb them. Now, there's all kinds of things that could go on. There's more economic impact. They think that Gaddafi might set the oil wells on fire. Let's hope that doesn't happen. We got enough problems with gasoline in the world economy and our national economy. I hope that the situation resolves itself quickly. It's pretty scary stuff over there. Once again, want to talk about the manufacturedhomemart.com changeover that is happening right now. Still working the bugs out. The site is working well, except for you might see some iMobileHome.net mentioned within certain pages, trying to get everything changed over nicely and effectively. But again, the site is working well. Our sponsor, manufacturedhomemart.com. Buy, sell, rent manufactured homes. Manufacturedhomemart.com. Go check it out right now. Well, check it out after the webcast. Once again, I want to point out how difficult this is for me to do. I'm not a broadcaster, and sometimes that shows. I'm working on my 10,000 hours to get good at webcasting, and I'm probably about 1 million through that amount of time. So you have to bear with me until I get to the 10,000 hours. But I'd like to say, you know, I notice a lot of people who do webcasts or do videos on YouTube, this and that, they edit the hell out of those things. And let me tell you, it's a lot more challenging to go live, to stare into the camera there and know that you're going live. Also, I'm trying to build myself up here. Also, I go relatively scriptless these days. And in the first few webcasts, I was trying to go off somewhat of a script, and I found it difficult to gaze at my notes and be able to keep my thoughts together. And part of the reason for that is my notes were too elaborate. So basically nowadays what I try to do is have a little bit of notes written down, but it's not very much at all. It's just maybe one word or one sentence, one topic, and then it's all off the cuff. There's no editing here, if you notice. None of this is spliced together. It's all live. There's my brother-in-law, David, strolling around. He's probably waiting for breakfast. ¿Quieres comer, David? Anyway, the kids are still off of school too, but the webcast has to go on. Let's see, what else is in the news? Japan is still in the news, obviously. And what you're seeing over there right now, though, is the situation seems like it's getting a little bit better, but I did read this morning that they're releasing, there's more vapors, radiation is what that is. When you see that smoke coming out from the reactors, they're releasing radiation. So still not under control with the nuclear reactors over there. Seems like they've got power to 3 of them, so that's a good thing. But there's 3 others that I think are still in the danger zone, and let's all continue to pray that they can get that situation resolved. That's a grave danger to people around there, the food supply and everything else. So our thoughts and prayers continue to be with the Japanese people today as they struggle to get a hold of the nuclear reactors over there. More big news over the weekend, which this is startling to me. It looks like AT&T is going to buy T-Mobile. I'm not happy about that because I have T-Mobile myself. I've had T-Mobile for 10 years, as a matter of fact, and I'm a happy customer. Now, I think I'm about to be unhappy because I heard a lot of bad things about AT&T, and I'm not going to be too pleased if AT&T is acquiring them. I'm also deeply, deeply concerned about the girl who does the commercials, the young brunette replacement for the other gal, Catherine Zeta-Jones. You know, she doesn't do T-Mobile commercials anymore. So they got a young girl that looks like her to replace her. But what's going to happen to her? I'm very concerned about that. Let's hope she does okay. Also, March Madness, I spent the weekend watching a lot of basketball. I watched the Phoenix Suns win, which they really needed a victory. Go Suns. And I want to do give props to Tom Chambers. He mentioned a player that almost nobody would remember back from the 70s and 80s. His name was World Be Free. Great reference, Tom Chambers. You're a stud for mentioning that guy. World Be Free. I used to love that guy when I was a kid. He was a guard. Anyway, March Madness, they're down to the Sweet 16, and the U of A made it. They squeaked out a victory. University of Arizona, congratulations, making it to the Sweet 16. They won by 1 point over Texas, and that was a hell of a game. Texas played unbelievably well, but they made a critical mistake at the end. They were bringing the ball. It looked like they had the game. As a matter of fact, I turned it off and went to the gym. Looked like they had the game, but they could not bring the ball in, so they got a 5-second call. Turned it over to the Wildcats. Wildcats scored. 3-point play. Game over. U of A wins. Unbelievable. Texas had a shot there at the end too. They had enough time to put up a shot, a couple shots I think actually, but they did not make it. So sorry to Texas. There's a couple other upsets too that occurred, but the NCAA tournament, men's basketball I'm talking about, is down to the Sweet 16, and we'll see how that plays out. Later in the week they'll fire back up. I think Thursday they start back up again with more games for the final 16. And also, I guess let me shift gears once again. I'm sorry. There's virtually no segue, by the way. I didn't work on any segues. I'm sorry. The Aflac company is looking for somebody, I think, to replace Gilbert Gottfried. And I still think that they should hire me for that because I can, perhaps the Aflac Duck needs a different accent, like maybe an English accent, Aflac, or perhaps something else. I don't know. The screaming out of Aflac is pretty annoying. But you have my tape from the last show. Go back, Aflac, and look at the last show. You'll see an excellent Aflac duck impression I did. So you can hire me. I'll work for much cheaper than Gilbert Gottfried, or anybody else for that matter. I don't know what the going rate is for screaming Aflac, but I'm good to go. Also, I intend to take over the Regis chair. I don't know, everybody probably already forgot about that Regis is leaving, but Kelly Ripa needs a co-host, and I'm there, and I'm available. Okay. You know, as far as manufactured housing goes, I didn't really plan anything to talk about in terms of manufactured housing. There's some more news coming out that we're supposed to be getting mad about something that has to do with HUD. I talked briefly about that last webcast, but I'm not really clear what we're supposed to be mad about. And so perhaps in the coming days, somebody will enlighten me why we're supposed to be mad. I think when you're in the manufactured housing industry, you just spend a lot of time inherently mad. It's not an easy business to be in. I think a lot of people think that it's an easy business. It's just a bunch of dummies selling trailers. Let me tell you, it's not so. And it also requires a thick skin, as many industries do. It seems like all the businesses I've been in requires a thick skin. Because my brother-in-law, he does a good job to walking around the back there. But anyway, I'm not too upset. I don't want to be mad about anything manufactured home related. I've got a good business plan ready to go. This week we're continuing with our changeover to manufacturedhomemart.com and going with the new webcast here, which is now called the Manufactured Home Show because I couldn't come up with anything better. I still might try to come up with something else. I don't know. How about the Chupacabra Show? W. Chupacabra Show. Sorry. I digress. All right, lastly, I want to address this kid who got body slammed over the, I don't know if it was over the weekend, but the video leaked out to the news. And there's been a lot of talk about bullying these days. And when you see this video, it's unbelievable. Basically, I'll break it down for you. I don't want to give the whole thing away because you got to see it, obviously. But basically, these kids are at school, and there's a little skinny kid about, 6-8 inches shorter than a big kid. The big kid's just standing there with his arms folded, and this little skinny kid is like Sugar Ray Leonard on this guy. Pop, pop, he hits him in the face a couple of times. Big kid doesn't do anything. Mind you, these kids are like, I don't know, they're maybe like 10 years old. The skinny little kid is like doing his dance. He's getting confident because the big kid's not doing anything. He pops him a couple more times. Then all of a sudden, he goes in to hit him one more time. Big kid snaps. Grabs him. Kaboom! Fucking slams him down. Let me tell everybody something, okay? This is good advice for all the bullies out there. You better watch out for the quiet ones. They will beat you down. The quiet ones are always the ones that will be physical immediately. They'll sit there and take it and take it and take it. When you make them snap, you're going to be done. I'm not condoning the kid body slamming the other kid, but I have to say, in my opinion, if it was my kid that was getting beat like that, well, first of all, I'd have told him not to sit there and take any of the punches. But certainly when you're being bullied, you have to defend yourself. And props to that big kid for taking action to defend himself. He could have killed the kid after he threw him down on the ground. If you see the video, after he body slams him, the skinny kid is done. He's can't even walk. But anyway, a message to all the teenagers out there: enough of the bullying. You can see where that will get you. You might get yourself body slammed or worse. In the manufactured home industry, that is how we feel every day. Somebody just pick up, boom, That's what it feels like to be in the manufactured home business. Anyway, listen, everybody, I'm done. I've got a lot of business to do today. I got to figure out how to talk once again. Thanks for watching the webcast. Tomorrow we'll be back. And once again, manufacturedhomemart.com is our sponsor. Go there to sell, buy, rent, whatever you want to do that is manufactured housing related. Manufacturedhomemart.com, the premier online store for manufactured housing. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.